Why should I hire you? It's a question that every college graduate will have to answer in some way after they graduate. It may not always be asked this way, but it will be implied in every question they're asked at the interview. Why should I hire you? For some students, the question may cause a sense of panic. Many falsely assume that a diploma is all they need to get a great job. They've heard people say, all you need is a college degree. It doesn't really matter what your degree is in. That is false. The truth is a little more complicated. If you use college as an opportunity to grow and develop, you are more likely to become the kind of person that employers want to hire after college. Simply put, your most important project in college is you. So what skills do employers want? The National Association of Colleges and Employers asks them every year. Here is what they found out: verbal communication, teamwork, problem solving, setting priorities, finding and evaluating information, quantitative reasoning skills, computer skills, writing and editing, and influencing others. Now, where can you gain these skills? Stephen F. Austin State University and Campus Labs conducted a national study on this issue called Project CEO, Co-Curricular Experience Outcomes. This study looked at how students develop the skills employers want, and some of the results may surprise you. We asked more than 17,000 students at 40 institutions where they could learn these skills. Without exception, their classes was the most common answer. This makes a lot of sense. Classes are supposed to prepare you for success in life, and every student takes classes. But not every student will participate in a student organization or an internship. We investigated these experiences outside of classes that may contribute. These were internships, on-campus jobs, off-campus jobs, and co-curricular experiences. Co-curricular experiences meaning optional experiences outside of the classroom in which learning can occur, like student organizations, campus publications, student government, fraternities, sororities, intercollegiate or intramural sports, or academic groups and honor societies. When we asked which experiences outside the classroom help students to develop employment skills, co-curricular experiences were the most common answer more than half the time. Students developed teamwork, decision-making, obtaining and processing information, problem-solving, verbal communication, planning, organizing, and prioritizing. In 3 skills, internships got the most response: career knowledge, computer proficiency, and writing and editing. In 2 skills, off-campus jobs got the most response: sales and influence, and analyzing quantitative data. To see the impact that co-curricular programs make, let's look at how 3 hypothetical students developed the 6 skills that co-curricular experiences impact most. The first student doesn't participate in co-curricular experiences at all. They just go to class and go back to their room. The second student has been involved on campus for 2 years. They spend at least an hour a week involved on campus. The third student has been a leader on campus for 2 years. They run meetings, they help their organization set goals, and accomplish them. We asked each of them to rate their skills on each of these areas: verbal communication, teamwork, problem solving, setting priorities, finding and evaluating information, and decision making. What does this mean? The more involved students were, the more likely they were to say that they were gaining these skills. This leads us to an interesting question. How involved do you have to be to get the benefits of participation in a co-curricular experience? Let's look at 4 more students. This one is somewhat involved in a single organization. This one is somewhat involved in multiple organizations. This one is very involved in a single organization. And this one is very involved in multiple organizations. We asked them to rate themselves on each of the 6 skills that co-curricular experiences impact most: verbal communication, teamwork, problem solving, setting priorities, finding and evaluating information, and decision making. So what does this mean? Well, this seems to suggest that what really matters is your level of involvement. The learning benefits of being very involved in one organization are essentially the same as those gained from being somewhat involved in multiple organizations. Students who were very involved in multiple organizations perceive the greatest benefit, much more than students who were only somewhat involved. This also supports the claim that it is the depth of your involvement that matters. A word of caution: although involvement in multiple organizations is beneficial, it's also important for students to find a balance and not overextend themselves. So what can we take away from this? First, we need to help employers understand the benefits of hiring involved students, since they tend to have many of the skills that employers are looking for. Second, internships are great, but not every student can get an internship. But any student can participate in at least one co-curricular experience. Third, students work more hours than ever before. and this presents many challenges, but it may also present opportunities for students to develop career skills from their jobs on and off campus. So if students want a great job after college, they'll need the skills that employers want. Involvement outside of the classroom can be an engaging and fun way to develop these skills.